Alright, it's official. The Steam Deck has become my favorite gaming device of all time. Not a big surprise, but I figured why not personalize it just a little bit more to add my personality to it. And I know it's not going anywhere. It'll forever be a part of my gaming arsenal. So I've had my eye on these skins for a while now. So I picked a couple up from Dbrand, and honestly I did not pick them up just because I was afraid I was going to mess them up. And they have a buy one get one free on a couple of skins, so I figured if I mess one up, it wasn't a big deal because I had a backup to try again. So this video is basically just to show, are these things actually easy to put on, or is this going to be just an absolute disaster? So let's get into it. Starting out, you just start with the track pads. It was pretty easy. I was looking for a little bit more instructions, but the instructions were literally put the track pads on. A little rubby rub, making sure they're on good. I did have the video on while I was doing it, and you can hear that part right here.
Left palm rest piece. Apply the skin against the edge of your Steam Deck's palm rest, as shown. It's aligned. Apply pressure to the inner edge to secure the skin in place.
Lining them up was pretty easy because of the little crevices on the Steam Deck, so that part was not hard at all. They do recommend you use a hair dryer, so that hair dryer just helps you smooth out those edges. You see, this is one of the toughest parts, was just pulling it up against those edges without trying to stretch it out too far. On to the other side, it was pretty simple, so I'll speed it up a little bit here. I did learn on this side, it was easier to stick an edge on and then have that other side hanging out. Then you take the microfiber cloth, rub it down, hit both sides right here. So this was the only part I struggled with, was on these corners. You see these little ridges still popping up, but I knew my case would be covering those grips, so I wasn't too worried about it. Now right here, they have you pull the paper off halfway and kind of feed it in there like this. It was not the easiest method, but then I learned that I was supposed to take the whole piece off and stick it back onto the paper in a different way, but I just didn't do it that way. I just did it my own way, and it worked out. So here we are, just feeding it in these edges again. Those Steam Deck ridges really do help you guide the skin in a lot easier than I was expecting. And by here, I was supposed to leave it on the paper longer, but after dealing with the other side, I knew that it was flexible enough that I could make any adjustments if I needed to, so I just did my own thing. Right around these face buttons, then it was on to the hair dryer again. I was on low on this hair dryer. I didn't want to get the Steam Deck too hot, but the light amount of heat was just enough. Right here, just going over any last edges that I might have missed. Got the microfiber cloth here, giving a nice rub down. Final touches. It looks great. Getting my first feel on it. It feels great, looks great. Hey, that's a done deal. That's 20 minutes well spent. I'm gonna be honest, I'm really glad I did this. The Steam Deck, it was already my favorite device, and now it's just a little bit more personal, and that's exactly what I wanted. It actually was a lot easier than I was expecting, but the material feels nice. I mean, it's really nice and stretchy. That hair dryer did make a big difference. It made it easier to smooth out those edges, but I really like the way it turned out. I say on the difficulty scale, I would give it a 6 out of 10. I mean, it definitely takes some patience, but with the YouTube video that they have out there, it does make it a lot easier. I did realize that I kind of messed up on the step where you're supposed to do the body. I'm supposed to keep the paper against the whole back, but I kind of just peeled the whole thing off. But that kind of tells you how, even if you don't follow the steps exactly, it'll still work out if you're careful with it. Again, I am happy with how it turned out, and I think it looks really good. So I didn't get the piece that went all the way on the back, so this is plenty enough for me because I've had I'm gonna keep the case on always. I think it looks even better with the case on. Overall, it wasn't bad at all. Just take your time, you'll be good. And if you don't have the patience, just get the 2-pack, so if you mess up, you get another chance. But again, if you want your Steam Deck to stand out just a little bit more, I think this is a great option. Dbrand made a pretty nice product, and I can see why so many people actually use these things. Just a quick video today. I am working on another one that should be out here soon. I'm really excited about it, so be on the lookout for that. But again, just a little Dbrand install video right here. Just something short for the channel to let you guys remember what my face looked like. Thanks for watching if you're still here. Subscribe if you like what you saw. I got more videos coming soon. See you on the next one. Later.